Do you have my espresso bean?
How'd you get out of prison?
Good lawyer. Enough, Doc. Where's my bean?
I don't have it.
Jimmy's been kidnapped. Help me, and I'll do anything.
What's in it for me?
Information about your mother.
Detective Mickey Potatoes is back, and this time the stakes are higher than ever. A priceless espresso bean is missing and a life is on the line. Join Mickey in an all-ages noir adventure packed with comedy, suspense, and heart. Support Detective Potatoes, Lord of the Bean on Kickstarter, and unlock exclusive rewards. Books, poker chips, minifigures, and more. Back the campaign today and help bring this thrilling mystery to life. Support independent storytelling. Support Detective Potatoes.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me, to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Flip City Magazine. is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
I like these calm little moments before the storm.
Money comes big, yeah. It's not small, no.
Kiss my empire.
Oh, my darling, not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
This is a man's world.
May we never forget.
Never forget.
What's up, Pops?
Don't be distracted either. I'm just saying.
Right. Let's say hello to the chat real quick here. Hal Deer is in the house. What's up, Hal Deer? Good to see you. Katie hanging out. Good to see you, Katie. And our friends Mo and or Joe. Abo Grizz. Good to see you.
Yeah.
And to all the lurkers, almost 30 of you watching elsewhere, say hi. Let us know you're there.
There's our dude, Cosmic Grandpa. What's happening?
What's up, Cos? So our guest has a very limited window of time here, so we're going to go ahead and bring him out, and then we'll do this show.
Hold up, let him get his food first. He's sitting at the drive-thru at the Arby's or some shit.
No, hell no. We're bringing him out. We this is good television. We want this. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brandon Starocci. What's up?
How you doing today?
All right, pal. How are you?
I am doing good. I wish I was at Arby's, but no, I'm just in the parking lot. You know, had broke away from work for a little bit to chat with you guys.
Right on, right on. He's broadcasting live from his mobile studio, the grocery getter child transporter.
It's actually my house, so if anybody wanted to kind of see, you know, I live there.
How you doing, Brandon? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. Good to see you as well. I just saw Pops, so I mean, are you glad to see that, or is it too soon?
What happened?
To say congratulations on funding.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we just funded too, which is an amazing kind of timing as well. It's actually the fastest we've ever funded as well. Thanks to everybody kind of who backed already. You know, it's an awesome kind of experience to be funded before the first week has been completed. So we're pretty excited about that.
Listen, I was hoping I was going to get you out here and then I was going to be the guy to push you over the top. But somebody beat me to it. I don't know who did that, but you stole my fucking thunder, man.
You're really waiting. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it worked for Viva Fry. He became a full-time podcaster from his driver's seat. This is true. I was watching Viva before he really broke and got big, and just because he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Brandon, I think, is a pretty good guy too. Brandon, before we dive into your campaign here, tell people a little bit about yourself as far as your background and what you do.
Yeah, so obviously I have a day job. I have a family and all that stuff too. I'm just your average Joe that's trying to fulfill a dream. You know, I've had this dream for many years at this point of making, you know, or just being a director, being anything in entertainment or creative works at all. I like creating things and doing things and kind of doing my own thing. So I've had this dream for a while of doing this kind of story called Avalon, and we're kind of doing that now. We're pursuing that as much as we can, and here we are today.
Fantastic. Let's take a look at Avalon without further ado, because my man's on his lunch break. Damn it, Avalon. Give us the quick elevator pitch, and then we're going to take a look at the trailer here.
Yeah, of course. Avalon is just a post-apocalyptic zombie story. You follow the Castle family through the whole story. We're steering away from the traditional hero journey and following one main protagonist. So the whole family is going to be the main protagonist in this story. A couple things that we really follow as well as mental health and physical health. These are two big things that people deal with on a day-to-day basis, and we kind of want to really interweave that with our story inside of a zombie apocalypse, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of that going around as well. So really articulating those things that people deal with all the time, people who take medications, people dealing with anxieties, depressions, and things of that nature as well. So those are going to be real predominant points that we kind of touch on.
Nice. Let's take a quick look at this trailer here, Pops.
All right. Bear with me for a second. We fired up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brandon Starocci. I am the creator and writer of Avalon. Today, we're going to be talking to you about our brand new Kickstarter. But before I start today, I have a friend with me. My friend, his name is Bill. Can you help me find Bill? Where is Bill? He's behind me. Bill!
You found me, Brandon.
You can't hide from us, Bill.
Sure can't. All right, friends. Now it's time to get a little bit serious. I'm Bill, co-writer of Avalon, and we're here to talk to you about our newest issue.
And can you guess what issue that is?
That's right, issue number 6.
But before we get into issue 6 here, let us tell you a little bit about what Avalon is.
Avalon is a post-apocalyptic zombie story following the Castle family on their nightmarish journey to everlasting safety.
Now, we don't follow your typical hero's journey that you've seen time and time again. The main protagonist in the story is going to be the Castle family.
Guys, something that we brought into Avalon that's very important to Brandon and I is keeping these characters very real, very raw. Sad part of today's world is mental health is a very real issue. So some of our main characters in Avalon deal with mental health issues, and it's prominent. It's going to be part of the continuing storyline. And we think that it helps keep them relatable, real, something that you don't see in other films, comics, graphic novels, things of that nature in our genre, in any genre. It's not going to be something that just pops up one issue, goes away. It's going to be at the forefront. It's going to be continuing. It's going to be something people may be able to relate to and things of that nature. So, we hope that it helps you enjoy our comic, enjoy the characters, relate to them in any way, shape, or form.
Us both here are huge zombie fans, right?
Absolutely.
We put our heart, our soul, and everything into the story that we're giving you here today. With that as well, coming up to the finale of season 1 of Avalon with issue 6 here, we have so much to kind of wrap up. There's been a lot of questions in the last 5 issues, and there hasn't been many answers. A lot of those are going to be answered in this upcoming issue here. With that, you have the characters that are still around.
Let's be real, everybody. It's a zombie comic. People die.
It happens. So we're going to be seeing how these characters unfold as they're taking in everything that's happened in the last 5 issues with the small time that they got.
All right, so everybody,
this part right here kind of close. It's just thanking everybody and all that stuff.
All right.
We have on all social media.
Go ahead and stop it, Pops.
Well. Facebook, Instagram.
Quick question.
Yes.
What branch of the service did your buddy serve in?
He didn't serve in the Army or any military branch.
Really?
Yeah. It was the knife hand that gave it away.
Yes.
That made it look like it.
Yes.
He's just big fan of the knife hand.
Yes, absolutely. I always use the knife hand because,
Very intense.
It's what we do in the military. So, all right, to begin with, first of all, fully funded, but we're not done here trying to drive forward on this thing. So let's scroll down a little bit. This is the final chapter of, you called it this season.
Yeah.
So issue 6 of the book. Can you kind of give us a synopsis, bring us up to date without spoilers?
Yeah, obviously people. Do you want me to hit you with all the prior issues as well, or talk about issue 6?
Just bring us up to speed. Quick synopsis.
Did you say prior issues?
Yeah, starting from the beginning. So.
Yeah, so obviously, pretty much basically of what I kind of already discussed a little bit of the elevator pitch as well. You're following this Castle family. You got 3 brothers, Andy, Ty, and Mason, and the whole family itself is, we kind of showcase that there's a little dysfunctionality between the family before the apocalypse even starts, and then immediately after the apocalypse starts. Now you have this apocalypse driving this family back together and kind of pushing away their differences and their, every character for that matter, their issues that they've been dealing with to the side to kind of just try to survive in the beginning of it. So we really showcase the infection and how it's a little bit different as well. We wanted to make sure that was, there's a lot of similarities, to stay true to the genre, and there's also differences as well. That was important for us to kind of do that. We really wanted to ground a lot of that in reality and really make it seem like it could kind of be true. And that goes with the characters, the world, and the infection itself. So, and then, kind of gaining up to speed, a lot of, there's people who die, just like we mentioned in the video as well. It's a zombie story. People do die. You'll see these characters kind of adapt to their surroundings and have to move forward and just try to have that instinct to survive. And now we're kind of wrapping this season up with, kind of really getting the people who are remaining together and setting up the season 2 and where their destination is going to be further.
Fantastic. 6 issues in total, and I know without even looking, you've got a catch-up tier where they can get all the issues, correct?
Yes, so we actually just sold out of all the people of the physical catch-up tiers. We only offered a limited amount due to selling out of another batch of issues and also needing some present for events coming up in the future. We will be doing those as well in the future, but for right now, we did sell out of all of our physicals, unfortunately. But we do have the PDF catch-up tier for anybody who wants to catch up as well. And all these standard covers, obviously, will be reprinted and kind of put on our website in the future as well.
Very
nice.
nice.
I got a question.
What's up, Wagner?
I got a question. How many of the first print number 1s are left?
So the original first print number 1s have sold out a while ago. We did do a second print of it as well. We are actually coming to the, to the closeness of selling the issue 1 second prints. And just like I've said in the past, we're going to be doing one more print run of this issue 1.
Uh-oh.
We lost him. We lost him. I think what he was going to say is that they're going to be redrawing number 1.
There he is. All right, you're back with us.
Can you see me back?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sorry. What I was talking about too is like we're going to be reprinting issue 1 more time with the original art style. Demetrius is adamant about redoing the issue 1 art style since he's kind of evolved and taken a step up in his art game as well. He's very comfortable with the art style that he's chosen now, and we're going to be remaking issue 1 with the new art style. So we're doing 1 more print of the original art, and that'll be the last time we sell it after that print runs out, and then we'll just be selling the new art style from now on.
Listen, I'm an artist. I so relate to that. That he went back and looked at issue 1 and went, man, I've leveled up since then. My style has changed. I want to go back and take another whack at this. I get that.
Yeah.
I felt that in my bones when you said it.
Yeah. No, he's really. Jesus Christ. Am I back?
Yeah. Yeah, we got you. We got you. Oh, bless his heart.
Hey, Brandon, just talk. We can hear you. We don't need to see you. Just talk to us, brother.
He's like, I'm not talking to you. I got my food now. Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why it keeps cutting out here as well, but it's like it's really it's that Wi-Fi. They're like, you got to go back to work. Where was I leading out there? But yeah, so basically, the issue 1 will be the remake issue after this 3rd print here, and then we're the original art style for anybody who wants it. This is the last opportunity you can kind of get it.
All right, real quick, since your time is limited, let's scroll through the reward tiers, Pops, and take a quick look at what's being offered. We already know the art is amazing. I'm looking forward to getting in on this. And, the hard thing about being a writer is you can't just show people you're writing like you can flash art on a screen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take your word for it, Brandon, that your writing is great because the art looks amazing.
Dude, Demetrius killed it. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
he definitely does, and that's the beautiful thing with what we're doing here as well is Demetrius. I mean, we have a story obviously with the writing team, and obviously just that in general, bringing a story to the page, anyways. But he tells the story almost with his artwork alone, and that's such a beautiful thing that we have with Avalon too. Is like we have the main story plot with the writing and all that good stuff, but he's always telling a story with his artwork. He's showing symbolism.
Yeah.
He's showing these little hidden details of and again a story within a story kind of deal, and kind of just exposing things. I'm a big Easter egg guy. I'm a big foreshadowing guy. So all of these things, Easter egg and all that, I love adding all those deals and showcasing it for the future too.
Right. All right, let's scroll through the tiers, Pops, because I don't want Buddy to get out of here before we have a chance to do this. So for $5, you can get the issue 6 PDF.
Yep.
And
then we're offering. Yep, we have an issue 6 there, physical print there of standard cover. We're offering a variant B, and that's going to be coming soon. Here, he's just about finished that up right now. Again, anybody who knows and who's been there with us in the past and who's hearing it now, I'll tell you, our variants, we only offer variants on Kickstarters and at events that we are alive and present at. So that's the only real time you can get it. We don't sell them online after the fact. It's always Kickstarter, always at an event we're attending.
All right. So did I see correctly? It's $10 for the physical book.
Yes.
All right. And how many pages are we talking?
We're talking 24 pages. 23 of those are black, white, and blood, and the last page will be in color. One thing we do with our comics as well is use 100 stock paper for the cover and then 80 on the inside as well. So, you're having like a texture feeling to these comics. They're not going to be floppy comics.
Right.
They're, a nice texture feel, a nice feel to them as you're reading them as well. So you're getting a good material as you're kind of moving through with this too.
All right. So at $15, we've got issue 6 cover B. Coming soon. We'll get to see that.
A nice thing we have here offering for the finale is we're calling it cover G instead of cover C. So cover G is going to be a gold foil print of a cover print for the issue as well. It's a standard cover. with gold foil on it. We're getting in touch with the printing company as well and trying to figure out what they can exactly do gold. And what you're seeing right there is what we sent them and what we're trying to make possible as well with the foil. But that you're going to get some sort of gold foil on it for the exciting kind of finale kind of feel to it as well.
Nice. All right. Yeah. And then we've got $25 for the catch-up bundle, and that is PDF, correct?
Yep.
All right. So that's 6. You're basically getting 2 for free.
Yeah. And then we're doing obviously a cover hungry one. You get all 3 physical covers that we're going to be offering there. And I can't remember what we're adding. I think we're adding a print to that as well. I can't remember for sure off the top of my head without looking at it.
Yeah, it says 4 items included, so I assume that's the 3 covers that are print. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then the next one you're going to be looking at here is a supply crate. You're getting all 6 issues PDFs. You're getting all the covers. You're getting a cover print, and you're getting a Mrs. Martin 11x17 poster there that you see. This is actually the first time that we had another artist kind of show their interpretation of the Avalon universe. I was convinced by Laurie Calcaterra and Demetrius himself to have other artists kind of use to do their interpretation on the Avalon story to kind of see what people think about it. But this guy here is a local Erie guy. He does the promo art pieces for the Erie Horror Fest that we have here in Erie, Pennsylvania, and he does a phenomenal job. He does a really good job. So it's kind of a cool take in seeing his art style with Miss Martin there, the infected.
Very cool. Yeah, listen, when it comes to marketing, when Laurie talks, people listen.
100%. She does a good job, and she really sold that to me as well.
Yeah.
I can also look as somebody who's read the series and have nothing but high praise for the artist, because every issue I've been blown away. Every time I open the cover, doesn't matter which book it was, opened the cover and went, damn. Just the way dude lays out the pages, everything, the story's awesome. You guys know I don't do reviews. I don't come out here and review somebody's book and pick it apart or something. You know I like it because I've got this guy out here again. That's how you know I like it, because I got him out here again telling you about it again, because if you missed it, you need to check it out. That's my review right there.
I love it. That's what we need here. Some extra voices here talking praise. I'm glad you like it. It means a lot to us, especially the whole team. We always like to hear everybody's feedback on it, good or bad for that matter. We really want to all develop. We all want to learn as creators, and just kind of being new into this kind of world anyways, this community anyway. So it's always nice to hear it, Pops. I appreciate the compliments still. And we all do.
You're killing it. It's a great series. That's what I mean. It's like, I don't do reviews, but if you see me asking somebody to come back and show you what they're doing now, most likely I was down with it when they did it. I mean, I'm just it's that's how I show my appreciation. I get you back out here for the next one. It's good, right?
Thank you.
And this is the man. This is the dude that just blew me away, Demetrius. Look, this art, I don't care. Y'all see me just like quickly scroll through it as we were going through this stuff. But come on, guys. This dude has been amazing all through. Look at this.
Yeah, it's beautiful work. And I love it. It's black, white, and blood, excuse me.
It is just amazing. But yeah, let's get back over to these final peers over here.
I guess even speaking about Demetrius and his art style, what you got up right there is an original sketch done by him. That's Mark and Andrea, which will be the mom and the dad that you met in the story. It's an original sketch, 11x17 pencil sketch, signed by him as well. The best part about this is it's going to be very rare. He's from Greece. We're not going to be doing a lot of this stuff. It obviously costs money to ship it internationally. Right. It's and to keep it safe in that matter as well. It's very expensive. So this is an opportunity. We sold 4 out of 5 in our last campaign. This is the last one that you could get. It's a 1 of 1, Mark and Andrea. It's a very cool print. Seeing it in person, even Trey was saying from the Rays kind of community there, to their comic, he said he's seeing it in person. It's such a beautiful thing, and I could vouch for it as well. Having Demetrius do these things and focus so heavily on the line work and the details as well that goes into it. It's such a beautiful process to kind of watch.
Yeah.
And with that being said, sorry, you're getting the whole supply crate with that too. You're not just getting the print for 130. You're getting all the physical kind of stuff as well, all
Oh,
the the
nice.
comics. So it's not just the print you're talking there. So obviously we just show that, but if you look at the details behind it, you're getting a lot more with that going forward. And that goes for all the big tiers here, even with the $155 one that you're seeing. That one's going to be a custom made badge, a real life badge. So that's what makes this a little bit more expensive. It's a very exciting process. I'm excited to kind of do that and make the custom badge, the custom identification cards for Andy and Miller. And then again, you're getting all the supply crate stuff with it, all the physical stuff, all the issues PDF wise as well. So
I like the design of that logo, the caduceus with the scales of justice.
yeah.
Can you talk about that for a second?
Well, with it being like the real life kind of batching, there are limited options. But with the reason picking that one too is just it has a nice symbolism on what we're kind of doing here. Kind of it. Obviously it's balancing the law and all that stuff too, and so but using it for our comic, I think it fits perfectly in balancing humanity and just survivability as well, and just kind of how do you do that, especially with Andy being the character that he's going to be in the future as well, and Miller and kind of their decisions they've already made and the 5 issues that have been out. It's just kind of balancing that humane kind of mentality and kind of just survivability of mentality as well, between what's the perfect balance between it, how do you do it, and etc.
Right on.
All right, this Demetrius special over here.
Yes. Sorry, I that one's a fun one too. So the Demetrius special there, we have. You could send a picture of yourself to Demetrius. He's going to make you an infected version in our Avalon universe with the eye scratches and all the good stuff. So he's going to make a digital print of all that stuff, and we're going to print that off and sent that to you as with an 11 by 17 poster as well. You're also going to get the digital print sent to you in full form, so you could do whatever you want with it more. So if you want more things to do with it, if you want a canvas or whatever, but we're going to have all those options there for you too. And again, you're getting all the physical products with it as well. So it's just kind of a cool deal to kind of get done up by Demetrius and his style, get scratched up, get infected, and all the good stuff that comes with it.
You can be zombified by Demetrius right there. Right there.
A perfect person to be zombified by.
You can get both badges, the Miller badge and the Andy badge.
Yep.
And the advertisement page. You can also get an ad put up in there.
Sketchbook 340 in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Yes, Tanner's still a very valued member of the team. He's just playing hooky today. No worries.
Yeah. He will be back. And yes, Laurie is most definitely awesome. Good to see you, Dustin. Good morning. Great Wolf. All you guys. Thanks for tuning in, man. You guys
Sketch has been away for a minute. It's good to see you back.
The physical catch-up tier, $40 gets it all. Gets them all. 1 through 6.
Well, they're sold out though, right?
Yeah, they're gone now. They're gone now, guys.
I got mine. They're not done here.
Now, Brandon Pops is counting on you getting that multi-million-dollar movie deal.
Yeah.
So his issue number 1
can just go through the roof.
We'll go through the roof.
That would be a beautiful thing, though. That would be, obviously that was my initial dream in the first place, is to kind of be a director and kind of do cinema and all that. I've actually gained a love and passion for just even the comic kind of industry at this point, ever since we kind of started doing Avalon and getting into the nitty gritty of all that stuff too. It's been a fun experience. I respect the experience as well. It's been a ride, but a really fun one.
Yeah, we could talk for hours about the process of bringing a book across the finish line. It's way more involved than people think it is.
It's more involved than I even originally thought it was going to be. Kind of when we were figuring this out in the beginning too. So it's a process, but it's when you're devoted to it and you're passionate about it, it's a fun one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got some add-ons. You got $5 for signature, $5 for the
digital.
The wallpaper on your phone. Is this a print? What is this right here?
So yeah, that's an 8.5 by 11 cardstock print of Andy. It's actually a really nice print. The coloring came out beautifully, even in the print. It looks nice there too. But it almost there's no gloss, but it almost seems as if there is, the way he utilized the color and the way the smoke and all that and the red kind of pops. The way it comes out on the cardstock material too. It's such an awesome looking.
That's
print.
A good price for a print that size too.
Yeah, and that's. So this one right here is cover B of issue 2. Just like I said, we only offer them on Kickstarters. We offer them at live events. We have a few left of cover B, variant cover of issue 2, Blindside 2. It's honestly one of my favorites. The way he kind of had the the scratch go through the eyes there, and it's fitting for the title as well. This, I can't remember the exact size. It's a square print of Santa, infected Santa for $8. We again, one of the things that it was a promo kind of art piece for our last Christmas issue. We have a few of them left that we're ready to offer for more people who want them. It's an awesome print. Again, I love the way he did up the Santa. Originally it was just supposed to be the head. He came up with the whole kind of idea, loved it, so he made it. So
that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Horror show for the children.
yeah. Really makes Santa feel loving and caring.
Yeah, Santa's here. Oh shit.
He's got your present too.
What's up, Death Pusher?
I ain't seen DP in a long time. What's up, man?
Shigama, my brother. Shigama. All right, what else we got down there?
We got that.
That's the issue. Yeah. So we're offering obviously the single and the individual kind of things if people wanted to add stuff to different orders they got.
Right.
Obviously there's the poster, the separate issue, that we have t-shirts as well. Stretch goals. We have one that we're coming up on here too with the 50 backers. The zombie bundle one. We're going to be offering obviously the issue 1 of Avalon, Path of the Pale Rider, and Rays as well, offering the issue 1 PDFs for that as soon as we get 50 backers. So we're coming close to that. I can't remember where we're at exactly, but we got a couple of stretch goals we got in mind.
Awesome.
I think you're at 41 right now. That's going to change.
We're closing up on that. So hopefully we can get that for other people as well, and even more for the physical products as well. It's always a beautiful thing.
Levi asks, are there any plans for you to move your campaign over to Fund My Comic, do a separate campaign?
So there's a subtle plan on it. I was thinking about it a lot last year. I heard about it for the first time last year when our last campaign was about done. It's definitely a thought process. I don't know how much we're going to offer with it, but it's definitely something that we're looking to at least toying around with to kind of get to know the platform and do bigger and better things for next time. But we are planning on kind of doing a Fund My Comic because I would really like to kind of get used to that as well. Talking to the people who kind of got it going.
Let me throw something at you real quick, Brandon. You don't have to be running an active campaign on Fund My Comic. You can set up a storefront with everything you have available for sale and then run new campaigns separately from that.
So I've heard. So that's again a cool deal. I'm learning all this stuff as I'm kind of doing this campaign, and like I said, I heard about it for the first time last year. Sticking with Kickstarter for this time around, based off familiarity. So it's just doing this, getting this out there, and making sure that we fund, and then kind of again expanding our audience, expanding our platforms as well. We want to be seen everywhere. We want everybody to see us. We have a story to tell. We're very confident with our story, and we're excited to kind of get it out there in the eyes of many. If we're true believers, like if you love anything zombies, or if you even like zombies a little bit, you're going to have a good time reading Avalon.
Right on. So any plans for a crossover with Path of the Pale Rider?
I mean, technically there was a subtle one in our issue 3. We, a couple kids were reading Path of the Pale Rider comic and Rays comics. And what's funny about that too is, a lot of people ask in this kind of universe, the zombie universe, are like, okay, do zombies exist? Do zombies do that? Yeah, so at that point, it confirms that zombies do exist, right? Because Pale Riders does have that thing in kind of showcasing the zombies and making sure that kind of is told. And like I said, these characters do believe in zombies now. I mean, there's zombies that live in the universe.
Right. All right, my man, Brandon, congratulations on your success to date.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best and continuing success. And
22 backers, $1,402.
There we go, huh? And we're closing up on the 1,500 mark too, so that's going to be free stuff there. So a lot of cool stuff we're willing to offer, and we're ready to kind of get this story unfolded and the season done. We're ready to kind of wrap this season up and get everybody excited for season 2.
Yeah. So can you give us a little tease about season 2?
Hold up. Don't let him bullshit you. He wants to get the trade done.
So so yeah, well that's coming in the future though too, but that's going to be the reason the trade paperback kind of isn't here right now is because we're getting ready for the remake art, you know, and we're going to kind of bundle those two together. We're going to bundle the remake art with the trade paperback, and that's when we're going to be opening the door for a lot of different options of variant covers from different artists. You know, again, Laurie and Demetrius both you know, talked me into kind of having variant covers from other artists as well. So we're going to be offering probably, you know, a good chunk of variant covers for our issue 1 remake cover too. So that's going to be pretty exciting. We're gonna be doing a lot of cool things that we're offering for the trade paperback, and then season 2. You know,
the other thing I would do, Brandon, is I would put a limit on how many variants you're going to do for each issue. I would not do 20 variants. I would 3 or 4 good ones, 3 or 4 good artists, 3 or 4 good covers. That way people aren't faced with how am I supposed to pick one.
Yeah, no, that's 100% too. You know, I it's overwhelming. You know, even myself, when I go and buy comics myself, just, you know, other things like of that nature, I don't want so many offers, you know, because then, like you said, it gets overwhelming. It gets like, oh, geez, come on. You know what I mean? But so like you said, I think that's what it's going to be around. I think it's probably going to be only 2, you know, maybe artists. So, you know, and Demetrius not included in that. So it'll be like 3 if Demetrius, you know, including Demetrius. So that's what we have to kind of showcase. We're not going to be doing anything crazy.
Cool.
All right, little tease for us about the next season.
What we could say is, you know, there's a direction now. You know, a lot of what season 1 was kind of getting to know these characters, getting to know what's happening in the world with the apocalypse and foreshadowing that. Now we're working towards a direction and really filling up the depth that we have to fill out still with this family and these characters and what their past is, really allowing their dysfunctional past kind of come to the storyline more so. So there's a lot of character development, a lot of chaos, and a lot of fun.
Okay, so are we expecting about 6 issues for season 2 also?
Yeah, it'll be a 6-issue season 2, and then you know that for sure that's what it's going to be, and you know, working towards season 3. Season 3, I know it's a long time away, but that's season 3 is the reason we started this story in the first place. It really separates the genre us from the typical stuff you see in the genre in general. So season 3 we're really excited about, and getting towards there is even more exciting.
Yep. It's always, you know, for me, Brandon, as I'm finishing one project, I'm already salivating over the next one.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't wait to get to that next thing, you know.
It's the same deal for me, and it's always exciting. I always like creating. I always like moving, and it's always awesome thinking ahead of time and kind of getting all the other stuff kind of going.
All right, fantastic. So again, that's over on Kickstarter, Avalon, Brandon Starocci and friends, bringing you the wrap up of season 1. Get over there. The link is in the chat and I think in the description, Pops. Yeah.
And Brandon has a few more appearances he's going to be making in the future. Where are you going to be here in the near future, Brandon?
What's it called? It's the new show you got coming out here on Friday, right? I'll be on Friday night. Yeah, I'll be on Friday night, and then not the following Monday, but another Monday from now. I can't remember the dates offhand. But yeah, I'll be around a couple more times to show face.
Most definitely. Freewheeling Friday, 11 p.m. We're going to talk to Brandon some more. It's just going to be having a good time. You know, Freewheeling Friday. Sometimes there are no tracks. You just ride and ride.
Right. All right, but I do have to head out. I'm getting hounded here. I appreciate you guys having me on the show for this brief time too, and making time for me and allowing me to talk about Avalon.
Brandon, it was great to have you. The door's always open, my friend. Have a great day, and thank you for jumping in with us.
Thank you very much. It's good talking to you both.
All right, buddy.
Yeah. Y'all go check that out, man. Like I said, I don't do reviews, but you know, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be out here talking to dude about it. You know?
Right. All right. So that was a little anxiety inducing. We're on the clock. We got to hurry. He's on his lunch break. So we kind of sidestepped our normal routine there. Now I'm going to kind of somber things up for just a moment because it is 9/11. I'm not going to do my normal rant about a particular topic. It's just not something I do on 9/11. Too many people have forgotten. Too many people don't know. So we will still do our meme review. Listen, you're never going to be safe from the savage memes. Okay. However, I'm going to forego my normal rant about current issues, and instead we're going to jump right into.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle station.
So just, some things that come across my radar from time to time are things like this. As it's happening, your politicians are telling you it's not happening.
Yeah.
The gaslighting, it's there. Listen, just the only thing I ever ask of anybody is believe whatever you want to believe, embrace any ideology you want to embrace. Doesn't mean I have to agree with you, but could you please at least get some facts? Bam! In the 1980s, A&W tried to compete with the McDonald's quarter pounder by selling a third pound burger at a lower cost. The product failed because most customers thought a quarter pound was bigger. This is why we don't argue online. Now, I do argue online, but I should say this is why it's futile to argue online with people, because people are just, in general,
People are stupid.
dumb. A person can be smart. People are stupid.
Hello, Stephen B. What's up?
What's up, Stephen B? Stop killing volcanoes to make lava lamps.
Levi is fact checking that. He's fact checking that first one right now.
Fact check away. Stop killing volcanoes to make lava lamps. AOC is concerned about these things, you guys. She just wants you to know. Yeah, stop calling. The bitch never worked here.
Mr. Santo, what's up?
So, a quick word about that. I don't know if it was the first drive-through, but the origin back in 1974 or 5 of why McDonald's started doing drive-throughs was this. There was a policy that was in place from the 70s all the way through to when I was serving in the 80s, that if you were in your utilities, which is our working uniform, so it's either the camouflage or the sailors wearing their dungarees and white hats, you couldn't get out of your car and go anywhere in public. It was just a policy. You didn't do it. And when that policy came to pass, this particular McDonald's was losing money hand over fist because they counted on that military base's morning and afternoon crowd coming through the restaurant. So the wife said to the husband, "What are we going to do?" He said, "We're going to knock a fucking hole in the wall and serve them right in their cars."
Drive that up. Yep.
Yep. So you can thank a very stupid military policy for the existence of drive-throughs. Just saying. And yes, Darren Wagner, I've been a KISS fan since before you were born, sir. All right, bam, here we go. Sun Tzu says, meme them until they cry, then make memes about them crying. This is from The Art of War, confirmed. You can fact check it.
You can fact check that too.
But I wanted to touch on some of the weirdness that's been in the news over the last week, because people will say, that's not true. That's not really happening. Yes, the hell it is. If you're reading to your kids, you're unfairly disadvantaging others.
If you're not reading to your kids, you're doing a disservice to them.
Okay, I'm not sure if I enunciated that properly. Reading to your kids is unfair to others, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
This is listen, that's the side of the aisle that wants to tell you the economy's doing great. Let's vote for 4 more years of this. I'm just saying. Bam! Opinion. It's not that Asian students perform better on the SAT than black students because they are better. The SAT is just racist. Now, I've been keeping a list of things the left calls racist, like gravity, daylight, pavement, saying good morning, a rock.
Eggs.
Eggs. The list is never ending. So here's what you do when someone says that to you. You just say, pick one and suck it.
You just got fact checked, Doc.
Okay, since you were in diapers, I've been a KISS fan. You like that? Is that better for you there, Wagner? Pope tells young people eating meat is part of a self-destructive trend as he ignores the scripture that says, "Rise, Peter, kill and eat." You know, that's just God talking. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
But you know, veterans kind of have a way of dealing with things. Everyone wants to be liked and accepted, except veterans. Veterans don't give a shit. So yeah, there's just that. So also in the news, don't do this. Don't do this. And again, just like the Aurora, Colorado thing, they're going to tell you it's not happening in spite of someone just posted a 27-minute video of people with firsthand accounts of it happening. They'll tell you it's not happening. Don't let them gaslight you. But instead of that, I baked you some shut the fuck up cakes.
It's been horrible. Okay.
The gaslighting is what kills me.
It's ridiculous.
No, that's the thing you're seeing right now isn't really happening. Don't believe it. Don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain. And then I'm gonna wrap up this meme review with
It was
moderators are not
3-on-1.
participants.
Yep. It was 3-on-1, and he still held his own against all three of them, even though they were trying to live fact check him and not fact check her. It was not a debate with moderators. It was a argument between three people ganging up on one.
Yeah. And now I didn't watch the debate last night because I had some other real life stuff going on. I did click in 3 separate times. The first time was Kamala campaigning against Project 2025, which Trump has disavowed. He has nothing to do with it. So there was lie number 1. I went away. I came back, and it was her spurging out about he's going to do a nationwide abortion ban when he has said repeatedly, "No, I'm not. The Supreme Court sent it back to the states, and that's where it belongs." End of conversation.
But that part of the abortion issue should have never been on the debate stage because it's not a federal issue anymore. It's a state
Exactly
issue.
right.
It should have never, anything that you saw that had anything to do with abortion last night doesn't have anything to do with the 2 candidates anymore.
Yeah, and I don't remember what the third one. So I don't remember the third one that I tuned in on. It was yet another straw man. Yeah. But this is, hear me when I say this. She's campaigning against a straw man, not against anything Trump actually stands for or wants to do or has done, while at the same time campaigning against her own administration.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I'm going to go with this. I don't want to get too heavy into politics today because it is 9/11. Excuse me. Today should be a day of somber reflection. Where were you when you saw the towers come down? Where were you when you learned about the Benghazi abandonment?
The sad part is I remember exactly where I was on both those and a few other occasions. Challenger, I know exactly where I was when Challenger blew up. I mean, all kinds of stuff, man. Those things, if they don't stick with you people, you're just not alive.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about the Benghazi one was there was this statement, even if we wanted to do something, we couldn't. That's incorrect. Benghazi is less than an hour flight from a flat top deck. And there's always an aircraft carrier in the Mediterranean. Always. That's bullshit.
There were people ready to go, and they were waiting for the order, and they didn't get the order. So, you know, there was people actually waiting for the order, prepared and ready to go. They wouldn't have had to start preparing when they got the order. They were ready to get in the plane and go. Nope.
So I'm sleeping in a job for I worked in building 4. Wow. So I'm glad you got out, Christian, when you did. Now, again, I don't much encourage debate about what happened. It happened, and that's enough. What happened afterwards happened. But let's don't forget 9/11. And I wish to God we could be the country we were on 9/12, where it was okay to be an American and for all of us to stand together. Of course, it couldn't last. The divisions are just too deep, too wide. But maybe a little of that 9/12 today. Maybe just a little of it.
And one other thing, because nobody talks about Building 7, but people died there too for no reason. Research that.
Now, I have here in my hot little hands, I need to go get a knife. No, I got one right here. Our good friend Christian Zaffo, in gratitude for me making his trailer, sent me a copy of his book. So I'm going to unbox this thing right now. Now, Christian, I don't know if you know this, but glass tape is damn near bulletproof, and I don't want to kill myself doing this. There we go.
Doc's afraid of his knife. Yep.
Well, it's a dull knife, and that's a lot of damn glass tape. He wanted to make sure this thing did not open up on the journey.
Americans haven't stopped talking about that time that Washington, D.C. was destroyed. It's actually brought up all the time. Every time somebody says certain keywords, you know, it's like, if you don't know that that happened during that, that could be an issue.
Look, I'm not over 1812 yet.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I'm not over 1812 yet. But Canada has apologized, and so has Great Britain, so we can all be friends again. All right, here we go. I mean, damn, even more tape.
Good job, Christian. Good job, brother.
Yep. Always better to be too safe than not safe enough when shipping your product.
Package
all
that
right.
shit for war, baby, because down there in Amazon and places like that, that's what they treat your shit like. They treat it like projectiles, and they launch that shit across the warehouse. Look,
Here we go.
Yay.
Here we go. All right, you guys. Addicts, Untamed Fury.
There it is.
Beautiful. I'm going to open it up and take a looky look here. And again, Christian, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I'm always happy to help my friends with their campaigns. Oh, wow. A flip over cover. Oh, it's a flip book. Just give you a quick look here. I don't want to throw any spoilers out there. Beautiful work. Now, Zaffo said he wanted to tune in so he could watch me unbox the best comic in the history of comics. That may be true, except for a little thing called Pariah, Blood and Mud, and a damn dirty thing. All right, let me move this because I just spilled my tea, and I don't want to get them wet. So, Pops, play some trailer commercials for some friends of ours while I clean up my mess.
Well, I guess we can play that one. Let me see. We can probably play that one if I can find it in Doc's studio. Way down there.
space. A vast, dark void in need of exploration. Yeah, right! Space isn't about exploring, it's about getting rich. What's the fastest way to get rich? By collecting the splinters of Yggdrasil for glorious bounty. Too bad it's also the quickest way to get dead. Join Mistress Graven and her crew of scantily clad scoundrels as they sail the stars in search of the splinters of Yggdrasil. Magic, mayhem, and miniskirts in space. Go to abogrizzly.com to learn more. See you soon, matey.
Let's do one more for another friend of ours.
Lieutenant Rogers, this is a time-sensitive critical mission. You must precede the Nazi force and secure the artifact, then get to the extraction point before they arrive. Failure to do so will result in being hopelessly outnumbered.
It's time we take the fight to bed.
The news we have of the Allied invasion of northwestern France is still a national legend from the Associated
For fulfilling this high objective.
Along the whole North African coastline, the Allies can strike simultaneously.
So that's some good stuff, boys and girls. Okay, Zaf. Yeah, I got that. That's not Unbound Fury. That's the back issue. Wonderful. I can't wait to read it, so I'm up to speed for the next one. Yeah, I'm aware. But, we are where we are today. Wagner says these dumbasses in the media keep calling Senior Chief Grizel Marrero, USS Manchester, chief of the boat. Cobbs are unique to submarines. Yes, that's correct. That's also kind of the thing they do where they call drill instructors the Marine Corps drill sergeants. That's the best way to get yourself throat punched on Paris Island. Just saying. Launching a second chance over on Fund My Comic today. Well, all right. Fantastic.
And yeah, I know that's your previous one. That's the only one I have till you send me a new one, bro.
Well, I mean, he was, because I called that Unbound Fury. So I guess the plus side of me spilling my peach tea on my desktop here was, one, there was no damage to anything. And two, I really cleaned up a lot of the cigarette ashes. Oh my God.
Did for drinking peach tea.
So well, I'm trying to cut out the sodas, and this is the sugar. The only sugar-free drink I can tolerate is peach tea. So thank God I didn't spill all of it, because that would have made a real mess. I wanted to ask the chat, because without the chat, there is no show. But I'm curious to know, where were you guys on 9/11 as it happened? Now, Levi says, on top of a ladder, painting trim at a park.
Oh, Doc, you know what I just got? You know what I just got, Doc?
Tell me.
I'm forwarding something to you, Cos, if you're still watching.
Peach tea is indeed a...
They keep trying to give me a free startup on Roku.
Mm-hmm. Peach tea is a Southern champagne, says Wagner, and keep in mind that the Southern table wine is just sweet tea. Now, I've ranted about this before, Pops. I'm going to rant about it again real quick. If you go in a restaurant and you order iced tea and they bring you unsweetened tea, leave. That is not an American establishment. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Is the recipe too hard for you? Well, there's sugar on the table. Sugar does not dissolve in cold beverages. It dissolves when it's hot. So I was in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge, and I ordered tea with my meal, and they brought me unsweetened tea. And I said to them exactly what I just said. Now, what, is the recipe too fucking hard for you people? You know, bring me a fucking Dr. Pepper, you know, whatever. And I was really frustrated because I found out that's just not a thing there, or at least it wasn't when I was there. And then I found a Waffle House. Thank God for Waffle House. I went inside and I said, we'd already gone non-smoking in restaurants here in Georgia. And I walked in, and the young lady at the door who was playing hostess, she said, smoking or non-smoking? I hugged her. Said, God bless you. Do you have sweet tea? She said, of course. Oh my God. It was like I was home. Yep. Let me hear from the rest of you. Let me hear from the rest of you guys. Where were you on 9/11? I was at home getting ready for a meeting, and I had just gotten out of the shower, and the first tower had been hit, and it was, oh, what a tragedy. There's been a terrible accident. And then I saw the second one hit, and I had to sit down, and I looked at my wife and said, we're under attack.
Yep. I was on my way out the door when the first one hit, on my way to work. And the first one hit, I seen it, I stopped, I went back in the room, and I woke Donna up. You ain't gonna believe what just happened. But told her, went back out there watching the TV for a little while, called work, said I'm gonna be late. He's like, yeah, I'm watching too. You know, he's like, my boss was at work, he was watching, he's like, I get it, you know. And I said, I'll be in there. You know, I didn't live that far from the job. It wasn't like it.
Right.
And then the second one hit. And we're going,
yep. Now, strangely,
he's going to pay for that.
My brother,
you know,
my brother was in the air on a flight from Atlanta to Orlando, Florida. And he said, you know, they didn't hear anything while they were on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
But when they landed, he said the security was like nothing he'd ever seen in his life. And he grabbed a cab to get home. And the cab driver was saying, have you heard what happened? Have you heard what happened? So, yeah, it was a little unnerving.
I went on a little train ride once, and I ended up meeting the assistant DA of New York City, and he told me his whole story about what happened to him that day. He was coming into port on a ship, and they wouldn't let him off the boat. The port authority was like, no, we all got to stay there. And he's like, you don't understand who I am. I got to get up there, and you know, I got stuff to do. I need to get, you know. No, they wouldn't let him off the damn boat. He was mad as hell. He told me all kinds of stories about it, man. It was pretty trippy.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Tree Goblin, have you ever heard about, I forget the island in the Pacific Northwest where Britain and America almost went to war over a hog farm because of some warmongers? It's funny. Go to Oversimplified and look it up. You'll see it. It's great. Listen, wherever you're at today, 9/11 should always be a reminder that anything can happen anytime, anywhere, and life is fragile. Life is short. Hug your family. Tell them you love them. Be kind to one another today. Let's have a little 9/12 spirit today.
Be vigilant and strap up.
Also that, don't let Don't let them take your Second Amendment rights, because the rest of them go as soon as that one goes.
Yep.
But that's it. That's the show for today. I want to thank Brandon for coming out and sharing Avalon with us. Pops, thank you as always for being here. Chat, you guys absolutely rock. It's like, if I don't get my dose of the chat and hanging out with you guys, why even do a show, right? Peace out, everybody.
Lieutenant Rogers, this is a time sensitive.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven, because it hasn't.